Welcome to the tale of the Moonlight Forest and Little Bear, my little friend. Now let's listen to the wonderful tale together. Once upon a time, in a distant land, there was a forest covered with lush green trees. This forest was called the Moonlight Forest because the moon in the sky at night made it shine like silver. There were cute animals living in this forest, but one of them was a little different, Little Bear. Little Bear didn't like to sleep much, no matter how sleepy he was. Every night his mother would tell him, "Come on, little baby, it's time to sleep." But Little Bear would say, "Let me play a little longer, Mom. I'm not sleepy yet," and run through the forest, hop with rabbits, chase butterflies, and listen to the songs of crickets. One night, Little Bear hid among the trees to stay awake again. Just then, when he looked up at the sky, he saw Grandpa Moon's bright face. Grandfather Moon smiled at Little Bear and said with his soft voice, "Dear Little Bear, sleep is a very beautiful thing. When night falls, everyone in the forest rests and dreams. If you don't sleep, how will you play tomorrow?" Little Bear thought. Indeed, sometimes in the morning his eyes close, he yawns while walking, and gets tired quickly while playing. Just then, an owl landed next to him and whispered, "If you sleep well, you can fly in your dreams. Every night in my dreams, I go to different lands." Little Bear was surprised. "Really? What do dreams show us?" The owl smiled. "Anything is possible. You can dance with the stars in the sky, play with the fish under the sea, even climb a big mountain. But for this, you must have a good sleep first." Little Bear listened to Grandfather Moon's bright light and what the owl said. Now his eyes became even heavier. She slowly returned to her mother and curled up in her soft nest. She closed her eyes, thinking, "Maybe I'll learn to fly in my dreams tonight." That night, Little Bear actually flew among the fluffy clouds in his dreams. The wind caressed his hair, the stars guided him, and he soared freely in the sky. And from that day on, Little Bear looked forward to bedtime, because every night a new adventure awaited him in his dreams. And everyone fell asleep happily. Crescent moon sparkles. And now we are moving on to a new story, Miko's Colorful Shoes and Superstar Adventure. Once upon a time, in a colorful and sparkling forest, there lived a tiny rabbit named Miko. Miko's favorite thing was to run in her colorful shoes. These shoes, which were a mixture of yellow, blue, green, and red, shone like a rainbow. Whenever Miko wanted to have an adventure, she would immediately put on these shoes and become the fastest running rabbit. One morning, while Miko was hopping in the forest, she saw a big star falling in the sky. The star was so bright that her eyes were dazzled. She immediately put on her shoes and decided to run after the star. But in the meantime, she noticed something. The star kept falling, but her shoes were getting faster with every step she took. "Wow. This star gives me the chance to run a full race," she thought. As Miko ran fast, the animals around her started to follow her. The first animal she encountered was a tiny squirrel. "Miko, where are you going so fast?" said the squirrel, looking curiously with his big eyes. "I'm going to catch the star." "Come on, you come too," shouted Miko. The squirrel said, "But I'm so slow." Miko laughed and said, "Don't worry, I'll give you a pair of colorful shoes, then you'll speed up." She quickly took off one of her shoes and gave it to the squirrel. The squirrel put them on immediately, and his eyes widening said, "Wow, my shoes almost pass you," and started running with Miko. While they were running, a big owl suddenly appeared in front of them. The owl bowed its head and asked, "Hey, little ones, where are you going?" "We're going to catch the star," said Miko excitedly. "Follow us, I'll give you a pair of shoes too." The owl put on its glasses and said, "The stars may be very far away, but I know a way," he said, and opened his wings, showing them a secret path. "Are you ready? This path is a bit twisty, but it's so much fun." Miko, the squirrel, and the owl walked deeper into the forest under the owl's guidance. Their shoes were shining brightly in every corner of the forest, leaving a small path of light following their path. The air was filled with joy because everyone was running, singing, come on, chase the star." We're shining everywhere is like a fairy tale. Finally, they came to the highest peak of the forest. There was a star shining on a giant rock here. But how interesting the star was. It was shining even brighter than Miko's colorful shoes. This star is a real superstar, Miko said. The star smiled at them and said, "Thank you, my dear friends, because your colorful shoes have the brightest lights in the world. Now you are superstars too." Miko and her friends jumped for joy. The star gave each of them a shining star stone as a gift. These stones sparkled throughout the night and also inspired their imagination. "You can always go on new adventures with these stones," said the star. Miko, Squirrel, and Owl carried the shining star stones on their heads as they walked through the depths of the forest and back during the night. That night, each of them slept happily with the light of their colorful shoes, and each of them was cheerful enough to embark on brand new superhero adventures in their dreams. Then, sleep tight. May your stars always shine. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be selected in new tales. Smiley face.